State Police are working through a backlog of sexual assault evidence kits. Our Stephanie Garibay explains why and how they're working to address it.
The Idaho State Police usually has a 30-day turnaround when investigating sexual assault evidence kits. But with the backlog caused in part because of the pandemic, they are now looking at a 190-day turnaround.
Well, this has been historically an issue for us because we always have kits coming in the door, always. That's been consistent over the years. Now, there was a time when we had the staffing to be able to work these. However, over time, especially when we factored in that we went back and looked, we scoured our state for kits that had never been submitted to the lab.
After searching through the state, they found over 1,000 evidence kits that had never been submitted to their labs. And they say this was due in part to law enforcement not knowing the cases had to be submitted, resulting in those cases not being investigated for years.
So we brought in a bolus of cases at one time, hundreds, thousands, over 1,000 cases that we brought in at a time. Well, for us, that's over 2 years of worth of work just there.
But now, after recently receiving a federal grant, ISP is looking at bringing on more staff members to help get caught up. They say they will even bring on some scientists who will work remotely for the first time. They'll be in charge of looking at data and writing reports from home.
It's a different model than we've done before, but we're trying anything we can to get experienced scientists working on these cases as quickly as we can and taking out some of that training time that we would have to commit to a new trainee.
They say although it takes 6 months to 2 years to train a new scientist, they hope to get caught up as quickly as possible.
We're trying to do a good job of prioritizing those cases that are going to court, those that are needing additional investigative resources. So we're trying to address these things to get the survivors justice in their cases, getting the investigators the information that they need so these cases can move through the criminal justice system.
In Twin Falls, I'm Stephanie Garibay, Idaho News 6.